So welcome back to the BSN channel. Today it's just a little vlog. I'm in East Central London. Well, on the borders, basically it's on the edge of Central London in the East End. It's what's formerly known as Old Street, not far from the Barbican. Certain areas like that, not far from Shoreditch either, not far from Dalston, Haggerston, those sort of areas. As you can see right there, these are new buildings which you will find in many places in London. New developments all over London. I mean, it's been happening for a long time, especially around the time of the Olympics. But I don't know the specific time that this trend of building has begun. But a lot of these similar looking, skyscraper looking buildings have been built or being built. Right now I'm in an estate called Webrick. I don't know if this is a part of the Peabody Trust, but this is like one of many estates that you will find in London, council estates or social housing, what you call it. It's a type of social housing that if you was living here, you're very lucky, extremely lucky, because it's very expensive, and the council probably won't give it to you unless you have a large family, or even if you grew up here, you probably have to be forced to move out further. But yeah, people who usually get places like old people, people who originally lived here from the 50s, 60s. So yeah, if you live in social housing around here, just like the yellow block right there, there's a lot of council here. I don't know if people have bought their property. I imagine people have bought their property, and if you have, like a long time ago, your house will be, I'm guessing it might be worth $1 million, or your flat, should I say, your apartment, could be worth $1 million. But anyway, I don't want to bore you too much on this. I just find it interesting, the contrast between this area I'm in and, let's say, the buildings across the street. I don't know whether the people who still live in these council estates would be classed as poor, but I'm sure there's some left. But it's life. I mean, maybe one day I've got to show different parts of London, because there's so many different parts of London that's starting to look like this right here. Not the buildings below, but these sort of buildings you're going to see a lot of in London. And the traditional look of London, like, let's say, these buildings here, are starting to die down. But I know we won't get rid of all of these sort of buildings and all these council estates. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. I might try and show some other clips as well. Peace. So yeah, as you can see here, I'm in a Old Street roundabout. As you can see right there, quite famous. I don't know if these buildings are new, but this one right here is being built new. As you can see at the top, building up. This is one of many places they're building new places. Probably it's going to be leased out to businesses. Yeah, there's a lot of investment happening in London. So yeah, this is Old Street. You got Old Street Station right there. That's the entrance. So yeah, just a quick clip of the actual. Well, I don't know. I don't think this is Old Street, to be honest. This is the area Old Street, but it's not the actual Old Street. It's towards the left. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this here. Peace. As you can see here, I'm in another street, in Old Street. I'm in the North London part. As I said before, Old Street is like in the edge of London. So a walk away, I could be in East London. I could walk down the road, be in North London. I think N1. I can't remember which East postcode. And I could be in East Central, which is basically central London. As you can see here, this is like classical, traditional London houses. I don't know if they survived the war or they were built after the war. They look like they just survived the war. And above it, that's one of the previous newly built buildings that I showed you from a distance, but this is much closer. Can you see the contrast between this architecture and this classical architecture? And then see another contrast. I'm next to it. I'm within a council estate here. So you got rich and poor just living right next to each other. But I don't know if, rich people could be living in these council houses as well, because if someone, like a landlady, decides to buy her property, she can sell it to someone who works here. And that person is not necessarily poor, but nevertheless, that person could be struggling. So you can't judge a book by its cover. The people who live in here could be struggling. You never know. But traditionally, it's thought that the people who live in these sort of houses and an apartment like this, I don't know if that's an apartment complex, will be thought to be significantly more richer than people living here. But you'd be surprised. You could have rich people who live in here, and maybe people who are near poor living here. It's weird. But 20 years ago, that would have been the case. The people living here, all of them would have been considered poor, working class. And it might still be the case. I can't talk on what I don't know. So yeah, peace. As you can see, walking through a park, I think it's called Shepherd's Walk. You can see the new houses there. That's another example of new buildings. Sipping on the San Pellegrino. You don't know. The San Pellegrino. I've got blood orange flavour. The reason why I like this is because it has a lot of juice content, real juice content. It's not just all from concentrate. So you can really taste the blood orange. No voodoo out here though. It's just blood orange. Just red orange. I don't know. So yeah, just walking through the park. Got a lot of things to do. Just thought I'd do a little vlog. My vlogs are not that interesting. The things that I find interesting are very boring, such as maps, architecture. Actually, something I want to show. Let me show you a traditional housing estate. Like, this might be probably one of the first in London. So let me just show you, because I find it interesting. Peace. All right, right here, as you can see, this is what is a traditional council estate. Council estates don't look like this anymore. I think most of them, I don't know. I don't know the history. But when you see this sign right here, let me try and zoom in. Housing Windsor House. I think this is a council estate. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. I was expecting it to say Peabody, because Peabody's, those estates can't be knocked down. Those are like the traditional estates, but maybe this used to be an estate. I could be wrong. But as you can see by the bins right there, it looks like a council estate. I find it interesting. I hope they don't knock down this building. Very traditional. Liking it. Reminded me of the 60s, even though I wasn't there in the 60s. Respect to the people doing work in the field right there. We need people like that. Respect to all the people doing the hard work. It's not easy, especially in London, with rising prices, and it's becoming like a billionaire's playground. But anyway, I'm not going to get into politics. Politics is, there's no one answer when it comes to politics. But anyway, I'm going to leave this here. I just thought I'll show this. Peace. So yeah, in contrast to what seemed like a council estate over there, I'm not sure, but it looks like an old building. Not very old, but like 50 years old, maybe 40 years. This one right here, sorry about the wind and the rain. I just want to show this quickly before the rain affects the footage. This is the new sort of architecture that we're seeing. So you see the new design. That looks like windows. It's not windows. It's windows behind those openings. It's interesting. I can't say too much about it. A lot of traditionalists don't like this sort of design, as opposed to this looks. It looks new, but the design it looks sort of traditional. Like it it looks similar. It blends in with this old looking pub right here, which looks like a traditional public house. And then you've got this which sort of stands out. And especially the skyscraper that's going to be built there. It's interesting, I find it interesting. I have no judgment on it. Yeah. So I got to say about it, ready? Peace. See that right there, yeah? £4 per hour just to park. Pain, I'm telling you, pain. Okay, so I'm back at home now, also known as Yard. I'm back at Yard, just relaxing. My mom made some real nice soup. I saw the fish head. In fact, you need to see the fish head. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking good. Let me show you. Actually, let me get up. Okay, as you can see, whoa, what was that noise upstairs? Sounds like someone dropped something. But anyway, as you can see, you got the fish head right there. Oh, look at the eyes right there. I'ma chew you. I'ma chew every bone. Every bone in you. Oh, okay. We've got some wele, also known as cowhide. We've got some pig foot. That's pig foot as well. Nice. We've got some nama, some goat stomach. I'm pretty sure that fish is mackerel. Yeah, it's mackerel. Mackerel's always nice. Try. This is looking good. I'm not going to eat this now. This is for later. You know, I want to savor this. And let me show you my brother's one. This is my brother's one. He doesn't eat as much as me. This is simple. 2 turkey wings. 2 pig foots. And some okra. Nice. I think he's going to eat this now. He's just come back from Coventry. So he's going to eat this now. I'm going to eat mine later. So yeah, peace. So yeah, as you can see earlier in the video, I was walking around London in the border of East Central, North and East, which is called Old Street, and the areas surrounding them. And it's not just there. I mean, in general, London is changing at a rate that is so quick. You know, South London, places like Elephant and Castle, Vauxhall, Victoria. There's just numerous locations where they're building. They're knocking down old council estates and they're rebuilding new. Well, they're building new buildings. It always sounds weird when I say that. Building new buildings. Building new structures. Yeah, let's say that. Building new structures. We all know it's the process of privatization. Let's call it what it is. Most of it's going to be privatized. I'm guessing the council get money out of this. And if the council get money out of this, the government get money. So, I could be wrong. You know, correct me on that if I'm wrong. All I know is, 10 years from now, London is going to look unrecognizable in terms of its architecture. It's the one that's outside. Yeah, so soon London's going to be unrecognizable. I can't judge whether that's good or bad. It's just, that's what's happening. It looks like they're trying to improve the riverside of London because I see a lot of structures that used to be council estates and they're not council estates anymore. But anyways, I'm going to leave this here. So if you enjoyed the video, please like. If you didn't enjoy it, feel free to dislike. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Good luck to the non-believers, and God bless to the believers. Peace.